The UK Defence Secretary has demanded YouTube take down a video of himself being caught out by a hoax call. Ben Wallace was filmed by two Russian pranksters, one of whom posed as Ukraine's Prime Minister. A wide range of topics were discussed, including Ukraine launching its nuclear arms program.
We would like to continue the nuclear program in order to protect ourselves from Russia. It's a difficult question, but we think to start it.
Okay. But do you think, I think more than being neutral, Russia would really hate that.
For sure. We know this, of course, but it's one of the questions that we are interested. But if you could help us in this regard, it would be really, really important.
Okay, well, look, I, Mr. Prime Minister, on all those bigger questions, I think those are questions that I need to speak to my Prime Minister. The principle is we will support Ukraine as our friend in the choices you make.
Now, it should be pointed out that part of the video was censored by the pranksters themselves. As they say, Ben Wallace gave away information that would compromise Britain's national security. In response, Downing Street says the entire video is a risk to the country's security and that it believes the Russian state actors, as they're calling the two pranksters, were responsible. Now, the claim that they were acting on behalf of Moscow was denied by the pranksters themselves. Information revealed by the Defence Secretary included plans to move UK ships closer to Ukraine.
We will go into the Black Sea. I think we're due to go soon in the Black Sea. How close we go to Ukrainian waters, where the Russians currently have a blockade, I think we will be open to discussions about looking at that. I think the whole questions, Mr. Prime Minister, including the security dialogue or security guarantee, we are happy to look at all of them with you. So we're not going to rule anything out.
Well, let's go live now to one of the aforementioned pranksters, Alexei Stolyarov, also known as Lexus. You're very welcome. Tell us, first of all, how difficult was it to set up that prank and get in contact with Ben Wallace's office and then the man himself?
So it was not so easy because at first time we tried to reach him probably 3 years ago when he was minister of criminal minister in a home office. But then at that time they denied our request, and now we had a conversation with Home Secretary Priti Patel, and after that we decided to reach Secretary Wallace, and we used that contact that we got before from Home Office, and then we asked them, is it possible to reach the same cabinet in a Ministry of Defense, and then they helped us. So this way we got Secretary Wallace.
Did you expect him to be so open on that call?
Well, we used the program Teams, and of course we were not very surprised when he did not tell something secret, but some things that he has said were pretty interesting, and probably you have seen in a full video version that we have cut some details only because of kind of risk for national security for the UK. We tried to keep it in secret, so we did it like a gentleman, and we did not post all words that he had said, but it was pretty sensitive things.
Well, it would be remiss of me not to bring that up then, Alexei. You censored parts, as you say, of the video where Ben Wallace revealed information that would harm the UK's national security, as you say. Could you give us any more information, perhaps not the full details, but as to what was said in the parts that you did not upload?
Well, some details were about the nuclear program that Ukraine and the UK has had already made, and it was some details about biolabs that Ukraine already had, and then I can't explain what really he has said, but we just kept it in secret. But some details were really interesting, and especially his plans about Black Sea and plans about position of the government of the UK and position about the joining of NATO. So some of them, what I can describe. So it's already posted in the YouTube video.
Okay. What message, tell us, were you trying to convey to people perhaps with this prank on the UK's Defence Secretary?
You mean which message? So
yeah,
it's
what did you want people to take from it?
I think that it's I'm not English person, but some of my friends from the UK, they thought that he could not be a person who is responsible for the national security of such a great country like the UK, and the country with the nuclear weapon, and he's a responsible person for all these areas. So, and if it's easy to reach him by just private persons, so just you could imagine what could happen if some persons from intelligence try to reach him and to get all necessary information. So I think I could only advise to be careful in such moments.
Understood. We've heard the response from Downing Street. Have you been contacted by the UK's Defence Ministry personally? Have you heard a message from them?
Yes, we have read from news that they just try to ban our YouTube video, and but Ministry of Defense did not try to reach us personally. But what is interesting that they in their letter they mentioned that this is kind of propaganda, kind of Russian propaganda, but we did not edit his words, his speech. So if it's a propaganda, so then it's propaganda of Secretary Wallace. It's his words. We did not change anything. So we just make a propaganda of his views.
A difficult question, but we think
so that's all.
Are you afraid of any repercussions from your prank on Ben Wallace, or indeed any of your other pranks? There's been a few.
We are not. We are not. You know that we have already big experience, and we don't think that it will harm us. We didn't make something criminal, as I think.
Have you thought, just finally, Alexei, about your future pranks, who you might be calling next? Who should be afraid?
I will not describe all our ideas, but I think in future you will see. And of course, I will say you what we will post by now. It will be a teaser for our new prank video with the Home Secretary, Pretty Patel.